if you had to describe the work MESC does to someone, what would you say? What would you highlight?
Well, MESC, the way I see it, is a bridge between the industry and the future of the industry. So it's a very simple bridge that we create and create different opportunities to highlight the importance as well as highlight the contribution that the media and entertainment industry brings to the overall economy and the overall cultural growth and cultural development of the country.
I love that. If there are some initiatives that you're particularly proud of, something you want to do with MESC, what would it be?
We've been very proud. MESC has really, I think it's leapt forward.
Correct.
In many ways, because I've been part of MESC for many years on and off, and also been a contributor in various schemes and various initiatives. But whether it is certain initiatives have really touched me personally. One is the RPL, which is the recognition of prior learning. As an initiative is amazing, and it's extremely important because I come from an industry which is the experiential management industry. It's events.
Correct.
In events is largely an unorganized sector. It has developed over the past 30-35 years. Now what has happened is, because it's fairly a new sector, it has really been built on a lot of experimentation, self-learning, self-development. So having said that, there's manpower and a lot of talent and a lot of resources who do not have the required education background. Like, you've got various education backgrounds that are part of the industry.
Correct.
So like, you've got engineers, and then you have graduates, and then you have postgraduates.
Yeah.
So there's a motley bunch. And what happens with the RPL, it provides them an opportunity to get their skill recognized.
Correct.
So for me, that has been, I mean, that's one initiative that the government has rolled out that I really am very fond of, and it's something that I've put my complete might and backing on.
Exactly. Like you were mentioning, since there's like a very versatile pool of talent that comes in, right? Do you think it's important for certifications for the industry professionals to trust that, say, they have a certification from MESC for A or B course? How much of a recognition would that give that young professional, and how important is it?
So I think it's of course, because we're doing it. I know I'm going to sound really crazy when I say this, because we're doing it. We're doing it because it's important, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm not putting any education institute down, but what happens is, I've seen this as a trend, that educators get into the room and they create a course that they would think is required for the industry. They get the industry involved, but the industry is involved to a very limited scope. It would be maybe in the advisory board, advisory council, or in the board of studies. They give their input, but it's left to the university to roll out the course, and that is in organized education. Yeah, with everything that MESC does and all the initiatives that we've been coming up with, it is designed by the industry, for the industry, to create the future of the industry. So what ends up happening is that bridge, that bridge of that entire gap of learning is covered, because it's completely based on experience-based learning, developed by people who have the experience in the industry, and created for students so that they can employ. So it creates a higher level of employability. And the focus here is also not only for employers, because the new economy is heading towards an entrepreneurship economy. So it is also about building entrepreneurs of the future, because we really strongly believe that is going to be the, I would say, the foundation for the new India, the new Bharat.
I love how you explain that. Like, I was stuck to everything you were saying, because like somehow these things have just like been before us, but no one's actually put it to perspective or actually gone ahead and done something.
Correct.
So now that IICS is coming up, and like with your school also, right?
Thank God they've got a good photograph of me.
Yes.
What has happened? What are they using? Isn't that nice?
This is quite nice.
Yeah.
So with the School of Events and Experiential Media, what do you think the students are going to gain from you? And I see, like, the way you were speaking with that passion, you are going to have full involvement with the students, right?
Yeah.
How is it going to benefit benefit them? Like, what's that one takeaway that's going to be really impactful for these students?
So there are 2-3 aspects that I will bring to the table personally,
Right.
and that when I say personally, I'm the co-founder of Wizcraft Mine, that's Wizcraft Management Institute of Media and Entertainment, and I'm also the co-founder of ICE Global, that happens to be one of the premier event agencies, and I also happen to be an old hand, actually a very young old hand, one
I will highlight.
young old hand in the event industry. So I happen
Lovely.
to be one of the first few women that set up the event industry in the country, organized event industry in the country, millions of years ago, right? So over 33 years of experience in this industry. So what I'll bring to the table is definitely the industry experience. What I'll bring to the table is a lot of hand-holding, because see, I have to explain this to you in a very simple way and put this cup down. There are various aspects of events. There is this one bucket of resource that is required for creativity.
Correct.
Yeah, you handhold that creative mindset. You handhold a student on how to develop the creative insights and develop creative thought processes. And that creativity goes into decor design, graphic design, visual art, etc., etc. Right?
Right.
Then you have another bucket in event management, which is specifically technical. In technical, it's about lights, sound, video, everything else that goes into it, hybrid events, online, etc. In that, you handhold a student on understanding technical specs, a little bit of physics, not too much, a little bit, just so that they can find their way and guide their way around, enable vendors to guide them. There's another aspect which is management, where you need operational and management skills, where you need strategic thought. And that entire aspect is a different insight and different kind of handholding that is required. Now, given the fact that it is so varied, the kind of enabling that we will do is identify which student is great at which aspect and harness that. So while they
100%.
learn everything, we will give them enough direction to say, hey, listen, you know, over a period of time, you have to know everything. But once you know everything, you have to know, okay, fine, this is what I'm good at, and maybe this is where I can really put in all my resource and my effort. So that hand-holding is there. So this is when it comes to the
crux of it.
The crux of it. But now let me give you another perspective. The other perspective is that the event management industry, experiential management industry, is literally at its sunrise phase. It's over, I don't want to just quote, if I knew I would have just re-looked at the figures, but it's billions of dollars worth.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think the numbers need to speak for it. Like you mentioned, it's the experience. We've all been experiencing it.
And everywhere there's an event.
Everywhere, yeah, for sure.
You know, there's a wedding, and the wedding industry is booming. Right now, our wonderful Prime Minister Modi has been talking about the wedding industry. Now he's been speaking about the concert economy. So everything is economy based, right?
Right.
So it's very important for us to have global practices, because India, Bharat, is now on global stage. So it is very important to drive global practices, and that's something that we will be enabling the students with.
I love that. I genuinely, it sounds so impactful. It's almost like creating our own IP and like taking this talent pool and giving it out to the world, because like you mentioned, there is so much talent. We just need to recognize it.
And recognize it and enable it and facilitate it.
Yeah.
And the last and not the least I want to really say is that who is going to be teaching? The people from the industry are going to be teaching these students that we have. We're going to handhold them to get the best experiences, best internship experiences. We're not going to be we're going to send them to the biggest events. So our students in the past have gone for large events like 75 years of Indian independence.
Wow.
They've gone for, global skills. What was that we had? Oh, Jesus.
World skills?
No, where Coldplay came first. What was that? Oh my God. Global Citizen Awards.
Oh,
that was 2017.
yeah.
So our students have had a track record of going to the biggest events.
Wow.
So whether it is the biggest concert coming, whether it is the G20, our students have interned at G20
Lovely.
summits. So to get that exposure is a very important thing. So that hand-holding is what we're going to be doing.
Right.
So you have an educative hand-holding, you have a mentorship hand-holding, and most important is skilling. And we're going to tie it all up by providing students with the requisite soft skills, because all this, sweetheart, can be wonderful if you don't have the right skills to present it. So you need to have the soft skills, understand how to pitch, understand everything that you require, the right personality, dress right, corporate etiquette, everything
Yeah,
else
for
that's
sure.
required. Then once you do everything,
It all
just,
comes together.
Just spit and the polish.
So what I'm going to do next is enroll onto your school.
Of course. Most
and then
welcome.
recommend everyone to do it as well.
Most welcome.
For
Most
sure.
welcome.
I will quickly get into a rapid fire with you. I loved learning so much, but I'd love your insight on if you could describe your life with an event, since you're coming from events, which event would it be?
Michael Jackson show.
Damn, that's powerful. I've never got to experience one of those, but like if you happen to do it, then for sure.
Like I said, not to plug in, right? So Wizcraft is the company that did Michael Jackson show. So we come from very good. We come from very good DNA.
I am stunned. I am genuinely stunned and super jealous right now. What's your cheat code for staying creative while working under deadlines?
My cheat code?
Yeah, for staying like creative and like giving the best output even when there's like pressure or deadlines.
My biggest cheat code is looking out of the window when I travel.
That's actually like such a simple thing that we forget to do.
Yeah.
And we should just do it.
Get my head out of that mobile.
For sure, for sure. If you were stuck in an event for 24 hours, which event would you choose to be stuck at?
Oh my God, this is not a nice question. Stuck at any event for 24 hours?
Yeah, but it's an event of your choice.
I would be stuck in my wedding, my own wedding for 24 hours.
Oh, I love that. Okay, quickly. If there's one word you could give for the future of the media and entertainment industry, what would it be? What is the future of the media and entertainment industry?
Transformative.
Lovely. I love that.
Transformative, because we're here to transform the industry and we're here to transform our country, especially in the media and entertainment sector.
I love that. And any student who's joining IICS, what should they leave at the door? First thing that comes to your mind, first thing.
Many things, but I think the most important thing they need to learn is whatever they've learned.
Unlearn.
Yeah, they need to leave whatever they've learned at the door.
Learn to unlearn. I love that.
Yeah, unlearn to learn.
Unlearn to actually learn what you need to learn.